Everyone
Hey,
on
Pretz,
Zencaster.
haven't seen you for
You've
ages,
got a
man.
beer.
What?
I haven't seen you for ages.
Oh yeah, I know. I haven't seen you in a while either, bud. Are you drinking a 5 a.m. beer right now? That's cool.
I'm drinking a 5 a.m. beer right now.
Have you not got work?
Beer for
I got
breakfast.
work.
Yeah.
I live on
Let's
the wrong
just be
side.
quiet, because for some reason, we're louder than the actual intro. Just for a second.
Shh. 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 No talking. Stop talking about him.
Right.
Poncho, and this is
Right. We're live! We're live! We're live!
Welcome to
Watch,
DZI
watch,
Checkpoint and Chill.
Chill.
Boom.
There we go. There's always some sexy music. Oh dear, oh dear, we're live. It's good. It's good to be live. It's good to be back. I was away last time, so my apologies. But it was a really good show. I actually really enjoyed hearing everyone talk about Destiny.
It was good.
And I know, speaking of Destiny, Mr. Binary Numb, you've been playing a lot of Destiny lately, haven't you?
I have been
Nerd.
playing a lot with Destiny. She's great.
Oh. She's not cheap. He likes her tips.
It's good to hear that those names work across the world.
Well, she likes my tips anyway.
Worldwide
I-
recognition on the stage.
Whenever I've been logging into the Xbox a little bit ad hoc lately, just for an update or to check up on Titanfall 2 or something. And I tell you what, every time I've done so at obscure times, and we have a very different time zone, me and Binary, I have observed that it says Destiny. Now playing Destiny. Could you tell us how many hours you've done in the last week? Any ideas?
Yeah, I'm probably into about, in the last 2 weeks, probably about 36 hours.
Oh, that's alright. I thought it'd be more than that.
I've got a job and a wife. So,
Yep. Are you
yeah,
sure?
no, I've definitely. Yeah. She just actually, it's my 30th on Tuesday.
That's right. Congrats, brother.
Or commiserations, but she's actually made me an Xbox cake. Okay. So I'll show you pictures on Tuesday.
Everyone on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Nerd.
Nerd. I
Nerd.
wasn't sure where you were going with that one. Noob?
Ah.
He's a noob?
Oh, no, he's not a noob. He's got a cake. There's nothing noobish about the cake.
Oh, he gets a cake?
No, that is.
Oh, is that what you said? An
100 on the
Xbox
cake.
cake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox cake.
Oh.
Sorry, Pretz, it's our British
But
accent.
she's actually put, but the only thing she put
Yeah.
on top is an actual cake replica of the Division, like the Xbox case. And it's
What?
very cool.
Ah.
You mean
Yeah.
she took a picture of the case and just had it printed on the icing?
Look at that vapor.
Where's the evidence?
Oh, I can get it. Yeah. Do you really get it?
This is where
Oh,
he's going to
but I-
drop his cake. Yes! He's going to throw it at the screen. You know that's going to
Oh.
happen. Here it is.
Gone.
Can you see it? No, tilt it a little more. Tilt it a little more. Tilt it a little more.
Happy birthday to the ground.
It took 6 episodes, but we got rid of him.
Oh my god, that's a cake.
He's gonna fall.
That's crazy.
Oh wow. That's a crazy cake.
Hold on. What?
That looked like a PlayStation controller though, with an Xbox.
I was looking at my phone, for God's sake. I missed
It's
it.
the thought that counts. It's a good
Happy
cake.
birthday to the
No idea how
ground.
scared I was going to drop that.
It was all
No,
right.
it hasn't.
Please drop. Please
It
drop.
hadn't even crossed our minds.
We were hoping.
Yep. Yeah.
We were hoping.
We would have all. Actually, it's probably good that you didn't, because we all would have had to probably kick in to help you get a new one. 'Cause we all just dropped it.
And did you get a birthday present, Binary?
Well, no, it's not till Tuesday, so I don't actually. I don't know what it is yet. Can you tell what it is yet?
Oh, you guys wait for like the actual day of stuff.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
You're doing impressions of people who've been locked up. Is that what you're doing though?
No, he's
Did he
still
get-
at the national
Did he not
team.
get sent down?
Who,
What's
Rolf
that?
Paris?
Yeah.
Really?
I think he did.
Yep.
I think he might have done.
So, but
Moving
Brian,
on.
you getting a
Like-
PS? You still getting a PS4?
Well, the box isn't big enough, so I'm gonna have to just buy my own.
She might have bought.
What?
Jesus, I nearly died then.
moly.
She might have bought that Slim.
The Slim.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
so. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll find
It's
out.
not out. It's not out yet, is it?
There's that
think
one.
it's
In
out.
Find out.
Yeah, but it might be out in England already.
Yeah. But now I'm curious to see that because that would be two of us that have acquired PS4s since being in the DZR community. So that's quite telling, I thought. But anyway,
You're gonna fucking rebate or?
yeah, what's going on? Tax claim. Binary, of course, I didn't say who I am. I'm Orgaz, but you know that. But of course, on the far end there, most importantly, is Mr. Pretzel Poncho. How are you, my friend?
What? I'm
Let
good.
me rephrase
that.
How are you, ass face?
I'm good. Good to see you guys and talk to you. I haven't really been able to catch up much lately. I've been busy with work. And...
Jesus.
Drinking.
Whoops.
You know, it's a true sign of alcoholic when he says, "I've been busy at work," and you get 20 bottles.
No, it's and like everybody's got these side projects and work too, but it's good to be on here and catch up with you guys. I was really happy to do it.
Yeah. I haven't seen you for a while, so it's been good. It's been good. And of course, looking rather dapper in those little glasses. Mr. Elvin Rush, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, not so bad. Plodding up.
Yeah.
Still living the dream.
Yeah. No more.
Oh.
No.
No. I've not played for a week. Not
know,
that,
without
actually.
Oh no. Oh, okay. But what you've been dabbing in the Destiny?
I've been playing pretty much Destiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
You and Red Donkey.
Yep. He's having a lot more luck than me with the RNG,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice for him. I'm not bitter.
Alright.
Welcome to the club.
The RNG in that game is pretty harsh.
That it is.
Yeah. I don't have enough 3 coins.
They can shove the 3 coins up their ass as far as I'm concerned.
Have you noticed, right? When I take a talk of this e-cig, it drops the octaves of my voice.
It does.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Worked
Yeah, like
quite
with the
well for that.
RNG.
You know when
Um,
you like you cover someone's face and you muffle their voice for an interview. Just like that. Okay, here we go.
He
It's
touched
coming,
me
it's coming.
in a sorry place.
Do it again.
What am I doing? I didn't take a big enough drag.
Let down.
Donkey said
And
he
of course,
just got another exotic.
Of course,
next
it-
Elvin Rush is another man who's been putting in the hours into some Destiny of late. Wigan, how are you, my man?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as most people, just moving across into
Yeah.
the Destiny to dip my toe in
Mm.
Destiny to see what
Yeah.
she's like.
Yeah, you've always been a bit of a.
I missed that.
I
but it
missed that. I
Probably
missed
wasn't
that.
good. Something about keep his still.
Dear God. Wigan, you've always been a bit of a dabbler in things. It's-
I have. I dabble in many.
Dabble in things.
That's one way to
uh,
get a pedicure,
It's,
isn't it?
I think I struggle to complete any story in any game that I play. I think The
Mm.
Division is the only game I've played through to the end, so-called, to the end game. So yeah, I do have that problem. It's something I'm working on.
You have a problem finishing?
That isn't a problem. It's the missus.
And you're if you've got your PC's on for sale, isn't it? You've put your laptop up on the eBays.
Yeah, it's on eBay at the minute. She's only got 24 hours left.
That like 1 penny quote in.
In one penny, yeah. It's up to what's it at the minute? 380. Hoping to get another 500, and I've got a gaming build ready in the
Do you want,
basket ready to buy.
I can put some fake bids in to try and raise the price up.
Oh, it's already happening, mate. Don't worry. Elvin's winning.
Yeah. With every hour that passes, he redoes his build. He's
Yeah,
on like integrated graphics in another 12 hours.
it is. Yeah. Intel i1.
But yeah, you can promote it. You can promote it. You can put it on the Discord. No, don't do it on Discord. That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
No, I've done.
Some of
I've been doing it.
Oh, have you?
You
Oh,
could,
yeah.
yeah.
Been spamming
You
it.
put
haven't
up on the Discord that you're selling your laptop signed by you.
Yeah, that'll probably take some value off.
Oh, I'll buy it.
You just take a big old black, like the biggest, fattest marker you can, and like put Wigan in cursive on the top of it.
You'd have to change it to damaged goods rather than.
Yeah. Can you imagine if
Spares
it did
only.
that?
And it comes with a picture of your fence on the wallpaper.
That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect. I should have done that.
Mm.
But then,
I had
only
a
bids.
I've had an interesting weekend. It's my Monday morning right now, and the last thing that I did, that I remember doing, was hiding a toy from my son, who decided to beat his little sister with it, and he cried so much that he vomited all over me, all over the carpet, and all over himself.
Nice.
Wow.
And I think
Is
I
that
said this
not
in the
because he was
Discord.
hitting her so hard with it? He sort of jiggled himself up as he's clubbing her to. Like,
Exactly. And you'll love this, Elvin. Do you know what it was, the toy? You know what the toy was that I took from him?
Go on, what was it?
It was a fairy's wand with a little pixie heart on the end of it.
Nice. Surprising, isn't it? You don't need a Nerf gun these days. Anything will work.
That's quite apt, that, because it's Pride weekend in Manchester this weekend.
So, very masculine lad I got on the way, definitely. But
He'd be good at making shivs.
He's what?
He's probably going to be good at making shivs.
Did you get the stain out of the carpet? Yes.
There's other stains there, but it's not too bad.
I was gonna say I found this stuff that's really awesome for stains on the carpet. It's like black magic.
It's called anti-fluff.
Oh.
Look, I want to talk a little about. We've got a few things to talk about today. Obviously, we want to talk about Division. We want to talk about Destiny. We want to talk about some of the things that we've got going on in DZR. Binary could talk a little about some of those things as well later on today. But interesting enough, we had, of course, a state of the game that propped up with Division. And although we haven't had a lot of grandiose news in terms of content, of course, they did confirm in the state of the game two things. One, that we are getting 1.4. But the chat kind of got excessively depressed and really quickly when they said that 1.4 is not hitting till October. So we're getting a patch. It's coming along. There's a lot of fixes underway. Not hitting till October. What do you guys say to that? Is that maybe just flick around the room? Do you think that's going to be detrimental to the community? Is that going to cause any concerns for the ongoing longevity of the game?
I think if what I've seen in the past is any example, it'll be fine. I don't mind, especially if they actually do make it better. My example with that is yes, it and Destiny are separate games. However, Destiny ran into some issues like that where people fell off pretty good based on what they were getting at the moment, and then it's like nothing. Destiny DLC dropping was like nothing I've ever seen before. Like people I know who said they quit the game forever would come back and check it out, and then as it got better, more and more people would come back. Like Taken King was like probably the biggest numbers boost ever, after also the biggest drop off they had after House of Wolves. And I think if they do it right and they put effort in and make a quality, at least show they're putting in effort and trying to improve things, I think that the people will come back.
Yeah, totally.
That's an interesting pretense, I guess, that's set with Destiny. I never really thought of it like that. But yeah, I had a lot of friends that were in that boat. I remember they just completely disconnected. But
Yeah.
so Taken King was a big deal, right? That really brought it back.
Oh yeah, Taken King ended up being huge because
Yeah.
first everyone was like, well, it's just going to be another DLC. House of Wolves, kind of, everybody's like, meh. Some of us stuck around, the guys who've been playing, but I know a lot of people who came back and left or never came back. But then Taken King came out, and besides the word of mouth of how awesome of a DLC it ended up being, plus the reviews and everything, tons of people came back. I'm pretty sure it was their biggest number jump ever, besides the actual release of vanilla.
And that's funny because Binary, you obviously been experiencing the end game, so to speak, with that better phrase, but to say that you're experiencing the culmination that Pretz has sort of led up to over the last, what is it, 18 months? Has it been out 12 months?
Yeah, since September 2014.
Yeah. So, but Barney, have you seen that? Do you agree that you're going to see something similar with Division? It's hard for us to comment because we kind of haven't been on that journey, so to speak.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, I suppose. So, from Destiny point of view, I've owned Destiny since Christmas. I didn't even pick it up till 2 weeks ago, and I've had an absolute blast. But speaking to people or vets, I was to say that they had a real struggle, after House of Wolves came in. But for the Division, I still love the Division. I still do play it. But numbers have dropped off. But I think they've taken a smart stance in pushing the content back, just to resolve everything. Because there's a big community base that play it, and I think putting the game back into a better stance and a more balanced playing experience before a new content drops, because if they don't fix it, it could affect the new content drop, right? Which is what which we don't know, but it could affect in how the survival is actually played, right?
I mean, it's more than likely going to do, isn't it? If they don't do something about it.
Yeah. It's just in most business, right? If it's not right to launch it, you don't launch it. And you sort of you suck that up. So fair play to them for actually deciding to push it back. It's just another month, right? That we've got hundreds of games to go and play. Once it drops, people who did like it or even people who didn't like it, I think it will just be sort of a similar experience. If it's good, people will talk about it, communities will talk about it, it'll be all over Twitter, it'll be all over YouTube, and people will come back again, right?
Yeah.
Because they've already paid for the season pass, they've already paid for the game. It'd be a waste of their money not to come back.
They'll at least come check it out for what they paid for in the beginning, which is good.
Yeah.
Because hopefully they'll have something solid.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, though, isn't it October for the 1.4 patch that doesn't include the DLC?
Yeah.
So it's
that was
the 1.4, which are all these core principles that they went around, the 7 key principles they mentioned. So basically, just a revamp of the game. It's going to be like Division 2.0 from what I gather from it.
Yeah.
That's going to drop in October, and it's rumored to be November for the actual survival DLC. So that's November for Xbox PC and December for PS4, is the way I read it.
Yeah, they said. I think Hamish said year end. They didn't say it specifically. I just kind of, I guess, assumed that. As you say, it's probably a fair assumption, knowing that we've got to wait. Is it 30 days between? Which again, it's just like, seriously, just give it all at the same time. Let's get this on the road. But yeah, that's what they said. They said. Sorry.
That exclusive is probably where they got the extra funding to pay to do the DLC, right?
No doubt.
Oh yeah.
Right. So say the 1.4 without all the new stuff comes in, and it comes in October, and let's say it takes a month for the next DLC to drop. So we could be looking on PS4 into like pretty much either right at the end of the year for the, you know what I mean? It's gonna, because PS4's then got to wait that month extra.
Yeah.
So you say October, so November, so it's gonna be New Year, isn't it? For the Last Stand.
For the Last Stand is early 2017. They said.
Right.
Yeah, but Last Stand, everyone gets that though. Everyone gets Last Stand.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice for them to fix it, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, even when you was doing like, you was trying to farm the 3 bosses, like when you do the last DLC. Four Horsemen. Yeah. When you're doing that, you're still trying to compensate for all the glitches and all the problems with the stuff. You're trying to fire stuff in places you wouldn't normally, so you're sort of trying to compensate. So if the basics are right, it's going to make the game more fun. And if you can farm the stuff they've already got without worrying about all that, then I'm back in.
Yeah.
It's got to be a win. I'd rather play.
Right.
Go on.
I was just saying, I think that if they bring that, because I know he was saying it's not the DLC, and we were kind of talking about it like DLC numbers as far as like the Destiny thing, but the update, I think if they do it right, and they apply what people want to see and put stuff positive changes that make people happy to play the game in October, I think that's really going to be a boost for the DLC, and that you're going to have that month of everyone who is still playing being like, things are looking up, things are turning around, and we're liking it. So that's gonna put out in reviews and word of mouth for over a month for that build up to DLC and bring in even more numbers of people who weren't, and they have that month to decide, hey, they've been liking it, that sounds like it's worth trying out again, and boom, DLC drops. Then you got double the amount of things to try when that happens, and I think it'll be good.
And then looking from the other side, is you got Destiny launching Rise of Iron in the same month, right? So I think probably with them, they said, you know what, people are more likely to pick up Destiny, the new Rise of Iron drop DLC, than they are to play the Division. So let's take a month and figure our shit out.
You think strategically that fit into their plans, the Destiny launch?
Absolutely, I think it did. Yeah. I think they'd be stupid not to, because they know that most of the Division players came from a Destiny background, right? Because I don't think I've come across any Division player that hasn't come from a Destiny background.
Yeah.
Well, you.
Well, me.
You,
right? I mean,
all
the
of
general
you.
population,
Me.
right?
All of you guys.
The general population. The general population, or there's always been, from a Destiny background. It was the natural.
But
flow for them, more the marketing, right? It was a shooter looter.
I'm quite happy for the break, really, because like we said before, I think most of me, Elvin, and Binary, and most of the Discord have tried Destiny after this last DLC kind of dried up a bit, and it gives us time now. It gives us 8 weeks of, for me, more or less uninterrupted content on Destiny to catch up on the old stuff, year 1, year 2, and then you've got the Rise of Iron, which I'm going to have, I'm guessing, about another 4 weeks before 1.4 drops after that. So it's good. So it's good timing. I mean, I'm not upset by it. If I can come back when 1.4 drops for the Division and it's a better game, then it's all good.
I remember sitting there watching the state of the game and just waiting for the Twitch chat, and then as soon as it dropped, everyone's like, "Wait, what?" Like I could just feel the vibes. But I think you're right, Binary. You were talking to Destiny before, and that's like, I remember people used to get frustrated that we were making these comparisons. But to be perfectly fair, Massive made the comparisons before anyone else did. They used to talk a lot about Destiny, and they used to ask about. I remember specifically, I think they did a survey prior to launch, and they said, what about Destiny did you like? I think to be fair, I mean, people get frustrated that we sort of talk about the two, but they are interrelated regardless of what you think. The developers are watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. They made in all the if you listen to the podcast, their podcasts from the outset, and all the promotions, right? They reference Destiny and a lot of the mechanics. And you can see that they have taken their influences from that. I think it's just in their, Massive in terms of, the game that they've tried to produce is, adolescent versus, mature, seasoned developer. And they thought, and they're going to learn from their mistakes, right? If there does come a time when, Division 2 is commissioned, or, if Massive even win the contract for Division 2, right? I think you'd probably experience a very different game, but we are where we are. They are slightly. I'm trying to think of the phrase, but they dug their own hole slightly in the comparison, because now I've played Destiny, I wouldn't even compare Destiny to Division. They are two completely separate games. I'm slightly annoyed that there are YouTubers out there and media and all sorts that were comparing it, because there is no comparison into the scale that Destiny has compared to the Division. The only similarity that I can put together is the fact that you shoot things and you get loot.
And it's online. It's online. Yeah,
there is
no
comparison whatsoever other than that.
And to be fair, you're not downplaying the Division with that comment. You're simply saying the context.
No, in context, they are completely different games, right?
Yeah.
Completely different experiences. It's just mental that they were foolish enough. I know I love Massive. I love all the guys that work there, and I follow a lot of them, and I have great respect for them. But they were foolish to put themselves in that comparison. It's almost like a Conference League football team comparing themselves to an EPL team, right? It's just completely different.
I think one of the telling things when the first night I pre-ordered Destiny and I didn't play it, but anyway we picked it up just after my 40th, and like we was doing a strike. It was like, well, a few people wanted to drop off and go to bed, and it was like, well, we're doing this strike. We assumed, well, it seemed to be picking up. You got all the music kicking in. You can feel it ramping up, and was like, well, it's going to end in a bit, shortly. So, and then we kill that boss, and then it'd carry on, and you'd be like, shit, it's not even the end, and you're like, you just keep going, and like when you've done like 800, 900 hours of Destiny, it's shocking because you just don't expect it. If you've gone from playing the Division and you've never played Destiny, it's an eye opener. There is a huge difference. I enjoy. I expect me to put the same amount of hours into Destiny as I have with Division, and I love both games. But yeah, I wouldn't compare them. It's not something you'd want to get drawn into.
It's cheap.
I think it was part of the problem that they ran into in the end is the fact that there was such comparisons, and not that they said they were making raids, but raid-like content. That kind of stuff, like now you guys can see why when we went into Falcon Lost, we went into it and we were like, wait, the APC is the last boss? Like, this is it? There's not like more to it. What's going on?
I remember it sinks in. Yeah, now it does. But I remember back then, as you say, I was like, what are they? Man, I mean, are they not happy? I mean, okay, Falcon Lost is boring, but come on, man. But you're exactly right. From what Binary's been saying, with some of his experiences in the last, I haven't really leveled up beyond a couple of levels, I think level 1 or 2, but it's just a different experience, right?
No, go on, Pretz. Go on.
I was just saying, I think that, especially now that you guys have seen it, and I always disliked, and we didn't try to trump it up a lot. I mean, it was talked about even on our cast, and like you said, the media and everything. That it is unfortunate that it was so compared to Destiny, because it kind of really set the mindsets of the players up for just not living up to what they were expecting, because it is a different. Not that it's not good, but in its own right. The core of the game is a great game, and I really can't wait for things to start fleshing out with the new ideas and fixes they've got coming. But it was definitely unfortunate for the mentality of the players trying to get into Division with the whole Destiny comparison stuff, especially if you were coming from Destiny and having that put into your thought process, like, hey, it's a Destiny comparative game, and really it's its own entity.
Yeah, in reality, we did it the best way. Is that we all got in, we've got into the Division, loved it, and then gone to, then started Destiny. I think that is that is the perfect way to take it. And I'm not taking anything away from Division. I'm definitely coming back.
Yeah, I was just playing last night. I'm playing both currently still. I still enjoy them.
And of course, if you're not already on there, do make sure you check out duckzoneport.com and click on the community tab to join the Discord, because I think some of the things we're talking about are actually alleviated. I mean, people are on the forums, and if you check out Reddit, etc., you get that vibe of like this frustration. But the thing is, whilst I think that has settled in a little bit in our community in terms of the Division, I think by and large it's just been an opportunity for people to meet up. You've got people like Origami Train. You got Captain Underdog. You've got a whole bunch of lads and veterans. And what they've been able to do is to, just spark conversations around little things. Like, for example, some guys in the DZR community will just hang in the in a safe house and just see some noobs come in and go, "Yo, what up?" And 5 minutes later they're playing an incursion, and like that's cool. So like there's still community there. There's still people starting the game, right? And let's not let our downer, so to speak, sort of impose on some of those new players, because we've still got Apple Stratelic beer, whatever that is that Pretzel's throwing at the camera.
For donkey.
For donkey.
He was asking.
So I think that's pretty cool that we're still able to champion the cause. So if you're feeling a bit that way, don't feel disheartened, because there's plenty of content, there's still plenty of players, there's still plenty of people sharing the love. So jump on our Discord community to get your Division on. And of course, if you're not, it's okay. There was a video that SkillUp did, which I think was quite good. He did a video about about Destiny. And his followers just went nuts and went, "Oh, jump the shark! He's gone. He's left Division. How much are Bungie paying him?"
They're not probably paying him anything.
Yeah, right.
I don't even see it as a downer. You know what I mean?
No.
I think we've all done hundreds of hours on the game. We all love the game. I think we can openly talk about its downfalls, and nobody hates the game. I think the fact that we still we're still talking about it, and shows that we're not on a downer. Sometimes there's not positive things to talk about, but it doesn't. They know what they need to do. They're addressing it. They're going in the right direction. I mean, I don't think we could ask for any more from them. They've done what I mean. There's been many people saying, "Look, let's stop with the DLC and let's get the basics right," and that's what they're going to do. So that's all good, isn't it?
It's all good.
I can't see anything wrong with It's only going to get better, especially now they've delayed it. I mean, for me, PS4 weren't getting it anyway. I'd kind of put that to the back of my mind anyway. So I'm not fussed. It could be like a new game if they just fix it. I don't see it as a down.
Yeah, it will be.
Well, and it could Destiny, different games. However, Taken King, when Destiny came out, that's literally like what Elvin just said. That's like literally what we said was this is a whole new game. Like they took everything we've said over the last year plus all the numbers they've crunched, all the stuff that they've been holding back from us. Like we were literally like, why didn't you do this in vanilla? Like this would have been amazing from day one to have been started here and made things better from there. But when Taken King came out, it was like, wow, what we've been waiting for this, and you've had this in your back pocket the whole time, man. Because they really changed the whole game when that happened, and that's kind of the feeling and the hope I have for this effort that they're putting into Division. Is like they're gonna bring it out and be like, we didn't get to make it how we really wanted things to work, and how everybody's feelings, and thoughts and ideas, we've compiled it all and gotten the best we can, and here's an improved game, and I'm really looking forward to that. Like we still like Division. We do. We play it. I'm waiting for it to get better. It's great. I'm not. We don't quit on it. If you are still playing, guys, for a plug on what Gaz was saying, we do have a channel specifically for the Xboxers right now. They're working a PvP strategy tactical
wrecking crew
channel, so that So if you're looking to improve your either your PvP group or your PvP abilities in the Dark Zone, they're putting together come join the Discord and hop in there and find some guys who want to run it effectively and be able to handle whatever rogues come their way.
And you've got the Armory cast, of course, for that special nuance of I was going to say Destiny, of Division love. It's on the brain, from the brain. Check that out too, because that's pretty cool. Hoagie and the crew have been working hard to compile. Really, I think it's the culmination of Endgame, baby. That's a cast that I think is to watch out for, because you're talking about experienced lads, you're talking about guys that have been grinding the DZ for a long time, you're talking about guys that have been experiencing all the different gear sets and testing and playing. So check that out if you haven't already. I think we've had one episode and there's more to come. The second one will be coming up this week.
Well, you want to talk about people experience. You want to talk about the guy having sex on a dance floor. That's what you want to talk about. There's an experience.
Doesn't need a swing, that guy.
Oh man, so unexpected. Oh my gosh.
Pretzel, welcome to Checkpoint and Chill.
Oh man, that guy. That was good. That was good. It was a good episode for sure.
Yeah, but look, that said, of course, we know that to sort of wrap this up, Massive promoted this amazing all expenses paid trip to Malmo in Sweden to get this. Yeah, I'm impressed to get people on board, get people in, and to get people making suggestions. Almost like it sounds like a workshop scenario that they want to do here, where they're getting people from the community to come in and say, what say you? What would you improve? What would you fix? I guess maybe a round table. What would you, if you guys were going to go over there right now? What's the one thing you would say? I mean, what would you? Is there one suggestion or something that you would hint or say to the guys?
For me, it's relative loot, because I'm sick of putting hours and hours in and getting absolutely fuck all back in return. So if no matter what you did, you got something and you made progress every time I logged in, then I don't know how that's done. I know it's not easy, but you need to have that reward versus time. Then has to be better for me.
Yeah, and I think that kind of thing will get. I mean, as I said, I think I said this earlier at a cast, but my whole, I mean, Pretzel, you know about Rent a Crowd, but the whole crew pretty much left me out in the wind, naked, just.
Is it cold?
It's cold, but fortunately there's a DZR blanket, which is awesome. But Pretz, would you have? I mean, you've always had some really. Not tooting your horn here. Actually, no, I am tooting your horn. God damn it! You've always had some good insights into things that I think Massive do well, and things can be improved. What would you say to Massive if you were going over there right now?
Oh man, I think after bugs, I think I'm with the same. Just in to clean it up, and because that takes away a lot of negativity right there, and a lot of ammo if they were to clean up. I understand it takes effort and time. I'm not saying like, hey, it's something they need to snap their fingers to do. It's just I think that is something I think that would help take away a lot of ammo that a lot of people have for the game. On the negative side. There we go. But yeah, I'm with Wigan on with the loot. I think that if they adjusted it somehow, I don't know, but I think it can hold you in a little better. Like there's a couple games in particular I can think of that. You can generally end up at least getting some kind of improvement with a particular game I have. Even if you come on for 20 minutes, if you're focused on it, you can something you do will produce something you receive that will end up being an improvement for you, or you at least feel like you got something out of your effort for the day.
That's what I think that's like at the minute. Is that what you're saying by a game you?
A game that you.
A game we play sometimes. No, but basically, I think that yeah, it is, and I think that he picked the right one with that. As far as I think that would be a quick fix, maybe not a fix, but that would be a quick like people will come back and keep messing with it if they can, because it's hard to. There's so many gear sets. And you're only looking for even if you're looking for one that not everybody else is looking for, like super hard for you to end up with the pieces you want. And on the one end, it's not bad because there's that little bit of grind and you're trying to get that perfect piece. But at the same time, it'd be nice to be able to like I don't know, maybe if you could modify the pieces a little more, you get a piece and you can like I don't know somehow improve the productivity of the effort put in, whether it's a little bit or a lot. I think it's just kind of like he said, like he's some of the guys are upset, like they'll come on for 3 hours and they're like, I didn't get anything. Why did I come on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like that. I mean, last time I played Division, it was like it's weeks ago since the SWAT stuff out. You just you're not expecting it, and if you're not in a group and you're not doing it for the banter, then I couldn't even like imagine how frustrating it would be. You know, if you're just trying to like progress, and not just have the crack. Then yeah. So it doesn't even need to be much, does it?
Yeah.
It's just something, even if it's just a couple of numbers, which is.
Well, yeah, because even like with Destiny, even if you don't get gear, say you don't get an actual piece that improves your light level, they have those. They have for theirs, and it works with their system. Is you can improve faction level, so you can go do an event that gives you some experience towards a faction. That once you hit enough experience with that faction, they give you things that will.
There's
improve your
another level of nuance to it. Yeah, but that's really interesting, isn't it? Because the funny thing is, no one here has actually said, "I want more content." I'm not saying you don't want more content, but isn't that fascinating? Like the key suggestion here, just in three of us so far, has been, tweak the reward, give that sense of acknowledgement and success and achievement that you get from, say, other games that do this well. And that's not about making I mean, obviously, it'd be lovely to have a 10-hour incursion or some sort of big event, but let's get the basics settled, and maybe we can look at that in 2017. But I don't know, we'll see.
Well, that's it, innit? That's the addiction, innit? You know, games, mate, they know what it is that it pulls you in. It's that, I'm succeeding in something. I'm getting a bigger number. It doesn't need to be something like massive.
Yeah.
It just needs to be something to just make you feel like, well, I got an extra number on the list. It doesn't need to mean anything. It just needs to look bigger. Do you know what I mean? Because most people at the end game, if you've put a shed load of hours in, you've already got the build. You're already playing, you know what I mean? But if you feel like, oh look, now I've got like 3 points bigger on this scale, it doesn't even need to be like noticeable. Do you know what I mean?
It could be like some way to improve mods. Because yes, we can craft mods, but like say you're able to come on and save up like 200k, or you just hit 200k credits all of a sudden, and you can put that into like adding a couple percentage points to one of your mod pieces, so you can progress your gun a little bit more almost anytime you come on or something like that. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool. Instead of having to recraft, like waiting to recraft a mod that's 10% better, you can like slowly adjust that mod a few points every time you get like some money to spend, or you complete something that gives you what you need for it or something. Like that alone would be something.
Yeah. Guys, I do have to, I actually have to step out, unfortunately, so I'll do a quick temporary wrap-up so we can just stick that at the end of the recording, and then I'll just let you guys do whatever it is you want to do without my jumping castle, of course.
Oh, it's still there. Look at that. Did you jump on it on camera yet? Did he jump on it on camera yet?
I did, but Elvin lost it or something, didn't we? We lost the footage.
No, it wasn't that. I should have clicked on your video.
It was a small video.
It was very small.
I mean, if you want to just, it's the best way to start a Monday is to jump on a jumping castle. So if you want to jump on there now, I know what I need to do. So you go ahead. You get on that bad boy. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to wrap this up. So, guys, I'll do the wrap up and then you do your thing. So, thank you, Pretzel. Thank you, Wigan. Thank you, Binary. Thank you, Elvin. I'm Ogaz. And this is DZR Checkpoint and Chill. And we'll see you next in the Dark Zone, the Light Zone, the Play Zone, wherever the hell we're going to be. We'll see you on the DZR community. We'll see you very soon.
Very soon.
Cool.
Okay.
Don't close your browser though.
Yeah, keep Zencaster up.
Yeah, totally. Right, I've got it. Yeah. Oh, got him on full speed! Yes!
Look at him go!
Oh, it's not a fault. It's not WWE, is it? I like the ground. He's being Perfect.
So,
right,
old
lads.
people can still have fun. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not nice, young lad. All right, I'll see you guys soon.
Close.
See you later, mate. Bye.
Take it easy, bud.
You know what I've just realised? I clicked on his name on my screen, but I'm not sat at the one that's broadcasting. So we still missed it.
Well, it went up big on my screen for a minute, or like for a couple jumps.
Right, alright, well, he's only 3 pumps in a square anyway, so we're good.
Yeah.
He can't even defend himself now.
So we still got some show notes, so it's still not completely unstructured, except we just never got off Division SOTG.
Yeah, but I mean that's fine, isn't it? I mean, you're off all week? You're used to 24-hour streams, aren't you?
Oh, Joe, I'm fucking my own.
One thing I find that I like with you guys is that I was gonna mention this about Gaz was here, but anyways, the fact that now you guys are playing Destiny, but it's so late in the game that I have this torn feeling of like I want to show you everything and I want to take you on tours and I want to like express to you how much I had fun with this game and all the things you missed out in year one, and then the other half of me just wants to be like, no! You suck! You can't do anything! Why can't you jump? This is so easy! What do you mean you don't know the name of that gun? What do you mean who's Atheon? Are you kidding?
I get that in every group I'm in.
Yeah, me too. Me and Elvin did our first raid. Was it Volta Glass, Elvin, weren't it? We did it with Barca. And he just, there was only 3 of us went in. And he just sat at the back, didn't he, and just giggling away in the corner.
That's awesome.
Me and Elvin were like, what are these things running at us? What the fuck? And like, what do you do? Just follow that fucking light, follow the light. So we're both running for the light. I fell down this well and found this door that was opening and closing. And I'm like, oh, I found the door. This is where we have to be. So I stood there in the middle of this dark corridor for 10 minutes. And then Barca's like, yeah, Wigan's just in a completely wrong place.
Oh, that fucking... Run to the next light.
Yeah, run to the next light. So you and Barca ran off. And then
the thing is...
but after that, I had to climb out of that fucking well. And because you two had gone on, there was no light left, so I'm following these little tiny pillars of red things, and I couldn't run because the darkness weighs you down, and it just took me 20
you were doing
minutes.
Crota.
What happens to me though is like I'd be running and I'm in front, and because I'm incompetent, I just generally assume I'm running in the wrong direction, so I'd turn round. You know, when you get to the next light, and then I had no fucking perception of spatial awareness, and then I'd just get totally stomped by the things. Like, run to the next light. It's like I'm just spinning around in circles. I have no idea at that point.
So we did that.
That's Crota, though, is it?
Is it Crota?
Yeah,
that's Crota.
So we don't even know the fucking name. So we did.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hilarious that you guys are like, I was doing this raid. It must have been Volta Glass. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even know what it is.
No, we tried it though, and then we got to the point where we have to make the bridge by standing on the circles of doom or whatever they are. And there was only 3 of us, and Barca's like, "No, you can't go any further with this." So I was like, "Thanks for that." So then we went into Crucible, didn't we?
We fucking kicked it.
I think
we were just like fucking.
I think we played
awesome.
5 matches, didn't we? 5 matches, and we won all 5. And
well, we lost. We did lose one.
Did we lose one?
I thought we lost one.
It was mainly Barca. It was like 40 kills and 3 losses.
Oh yeah, but it was our assists that were fucking kicking it.
Yeah, my assists were like up there, but my kill to death ratio, I think at one game, it was 2:30 in the morning, fucking pissed out of my head with Elvin, and he had, I think he had 1 kill and 17 deaths.
What's wrong with that?
Crucible was tough, man.
It's all about the banter. Do you know what I mean?
It was.
We might not have killed them, but we killed them with words.
I tickled them.
They'd have been psychologically scarred, and it'd have cost them thousands.
It would have.
So start using test weapons in the Crucible. That's where it gets fucking tough.
Destiny does have an example of like a bad community moment, I guess you could say, in that like when Vanilla came out. Until they brought it out, everyone was complaining and begging. Like literally, it got to where they were like begging Bungie for in-game chat, like sound chat channel, basically. And then they ended up. They were like, it took them a little bit, but they brought it out. They're like, hey, we're doing it. You guys been asking for it. You've been wanting it. We're doing it. And then literally, no one uses it ever.
I didn't even know there was in-game chat.
No, I didn't, because we always go in as a party. So
yeah.
Because I mean, it was for like matchmaking strikes and doing Crucible to communicate with the team out of randoms and stuff like that. But nobody uses it. Nobody ever uses it. You can't get anyone to use it. You can even hop on there, you hit like the up on the D-pad to switch channel to like Fire Team or to the game chat, and you're just like, hey, does anybody want to like work together as a team and talk to each other and win? And nobody, there's nothing, just crickets. Nobody ever uses it. It's ridiculous, and I always laugh about that because I'm like, people were like, you better give this to us. We need this. This is gonna make the game so much better. And like, not once have I used it to talk to anyone because no one will talk back to me on it.
So what you're actually saying is gamers are a bunch of bitches. They start like mourning about what they've not got, but don't necessarily want it. They just want to know they could have it if they needed it.
They're like, well, we have it now if we wanted to use it. However, we're not going to use it.
Sounds very familiar, doesn't it? But
I always laugh about that.
I've enjoyed it, that crossover into.
Bar said the community was a bunch of dicks in year one.
Being able to jump though is like night and day.
Oh, it is. I love it.
So much fun
yeah.
Jumping's easy. Oh yeah, me too. Jumping's easy. It's jumping and shooting at stuff.
Just wait till you play something with grounded as a debuff on it.
Bloody Red's got to level 300. I tell you what, I don't know what he's been doing to RNG, but I don't want to cast dispersions, but he must have been sucking him off and putting his balls in his mouth because I was throwing 3 o'clock green last night and I was getting jack shit.
Guys, you need to if you're not doing the raid, you need to be doing faction stuff that will increase faction ranks. So faction rank or Vanguard rank or Crucible rank, put on the boosters and do those. Or Challenge of Elders if you got. Well, you guys are too low for that.
What's a boost?
Challenge of Elders is quite good.
So you can get
consumables.
Yeah, it's in your consumables. You can get like a Crucible rep booster. Basically, if you turn those on, it'll help give you more rep per accomplishment of things that give you rep, and it also affects the faction you're using too. And every time you get a package from a Vanguard, Crucible, or one of your factions, the item, the like gun or armor item you get from those is higher than the light level you have now. So that's one of the quicker ways, or one of the easier ways if you can't like smash raids yet.
What I've been doing is the Oryx's Court on the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Where you can
putting the runes in.
Put in the runes
yeah. The Court of Oryx also works
tier
really
3
well for
one.
that.
Yeah, the tier 3 one. We got like 5 random people doing it. You just scream through that.
Yeah. Actually, that was another thing that made that that was one of those things that came out in Destiny that everybody was like, this is awesome. Where has something like this been the whole time? Because you could round up like, what is it? You can round up like 9 people. You can get 9 people in there at once. Like there's nothing else in Destiny you can get 9 people together and just like, even though it was hard to get all your own people in there, it took a little work in trying to communicate with people through like PSN Messenger. But you could get like 8 or 9 people running Court of Oryx for an hour or two. It's freaking awesome.
Those public events are great. They are. Great.
Yeah, I mean, we've not even touched on the fact that there's an app. Every now and then I catch up and go, there's an app. I can actually like sort my gear out on this app. Just
but see, here's the thing though, because you're like so late into the game here. The app has existed for a hot minute, but the app they had it. They didn't have it, and then third parties made. Because they at least opened the API, and third parties made these apps for on the computer or your phone to like switch stuff out, and then they made one to try to do it, but it was worse than all the third-party ones, so everybody kept using the third-party ones, and then finally, recently, the actual official app, is actually like useful in switching gear out. So now you can use the actual Destiny app for it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? So what we're saying is that in another year, somebody's going to buy the Division cheap, and they're going to be like, this is fucking amazing! Look at this!
I hope so. Because I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, I would like that anyway, but people in a year's time are going to pick it up when it's all fixed and sorted, and they're going to be like, oh, this is fucking this shit! Do you know what I mean? More so than we are, do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things, isn't it? But
I mean, we're just testing it. We're testing it. And that's what I think is cool, because like that we were the testers for Destiny, but Bungie didn't quite bring us in the way that Massive is about to for Division, and I think that's really cool in that we really the people who've been playing it for the last few months really have been testing it. We've been testing the crap out of this game. People have been breaking it as hard as they can. They've been finding all the things that they would like to see better, and now they're actually gonna bring people in to like communicate face to face with them about those things. I think that's really awesome. It's like we have this entire legion of testers out there. Let's bring in the best ones and talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. And yeah,
it's
pretty fun. Was that?
Should really apply because my wife always says I'm testing. So I mean, I just put that as like the reference. Couple of sentences why you should come over. My wife says I'm testing as fuck.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that day too because it's funny listening to you guys when you all finally picked up Destiny. You're like, the fuck didn't I play this before? I'm like, yeah, why have you not played this game before? It's great. It's fun. Blast.
Yeah, I think I kind of pre-ordered it, and I must have either like life took over, or I must have been sucked into something else. I think it was like the time where I ended up getting sucked into Diablo 3.
Yeah, I mean it happens, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
I think.
But I mean,
I'm sure I tried it when it came out in vanilla, and the end game just wasn't there. A bit like the Division was when it first came out.
You really. I mean, we do now, but even more so back then. You really needed to have some guys who played with you and stuck around.
Yeah.
Because it was amazing the amount of people who had never run the raid before, and things like that. You know, like if you went on and looked at, if you go look at the trophies, I bet even now if you go look at the trophies on PSN or Xbox, I'd like to see the Xbox ones, but it'll tell you, like the percentage of people who've completed like simple stuff. And you're like, wow, people didn't even make it past the first like strike or something like that. You know.
Yeah. I mean, Bars is saying... Go on.
No, you go, bro.
Bars is saying in chat, like, he uses that Destiny tracker, the Google Chrome plugin.
Yeah.
He said
Google Chrome plugins, that was the way to go before the app actually finally became useful in the method of switching gears.
Right, so that's one of the main reasons. We should all small these.
Jesus.
You hear his voice?
It's deep. I'm telling you. It
makes him talk in slow motion.
Well, that's it, innit? It might be killing me, but it's a good fun, innit? It's a fun death.
I'm dying.
Well, being alive is killing you, so.
Yep.
No, yeah, Barca, you're right. Bottle Glass is probably still one of the best. It was good.
I'm not sure I've not done Vault Glass. What was that one?
That's the first raid they came out with. It was like you had to be level 27 to get in or something. It was either 26 or 27. And the Vanilla Destiny came out, and I think it was like a week or two after the game released, they brought out the actual raid. After that, they had an update to bring the raid, and like everybody was basically racing to prepare for it.
So what's the actual like setup of the raid? Like what are the bosses?
You'll drop into Venus when you start the raid. You drop into Venus outside the gate, and so actually it was kind of it was hard for people in the beginning to even get into the raid because you would actually have to fight your way in. In that the first part was there's a big door, and then there's 3 plates that you have to keep activated while like this little tower builds that shoots a beam to unlock the door. But if you get knocked off one of the plates while you're fighting all the Vex that come out, or if the Vex get on the plate, it'll stop building and actually deteriorate if the Vex are on it too long. So you have to maintain control of these plates while fighting these waves of enemies that are just coming out, and everybody has to work as a team to like support the weak plate. Because you generally run like 2-2-2, but you don't always have everybody is as strong a player as the other ones. So you're just trying to keep these plates going. Actually, people got it down to where they could run it. They got in. I think somebody got in with 2 guys one time, and it was like that was pretty impressive. But
I'm not listening.
You get through the.
Spoilers.
Are we spoiling for Wigan?
Yeah.
I really want to go in blind because it's
take glasses off.
Well, yeah, going blind and just. But
you want to do it now. You want to do it now?
I just thought he didn't like you. He's like, every time you spoke, he took his headset off. I was like, well, that's building a bridge. Talk about building a bridge.
No.
Oh, yeah. And then Gallagher, Bartha just brought that up. That gun was like, he's right. It made everything able to be done by yourself or with a buddy, because that rocket launcher was awesome. The funny thing is, I think that was a week 1 or week 2. Xur sold the rocket launcher, the Gallahorn, but nobody knew what it was. I bought it because it had the stuff. I had enough credits to buy it, or what it was, strange coins back then still. Whatever it was back then to buy. I picked it up and put it in my inventory, and I actually didn't really bust it out until much later in the content when everyone realized what it was, and I was like, oh, I have one of those in my inventory. They're like, you have one? It's not leveled? Level that thing up and bring it out. And then it turns out to be like, the most productive gun in the entire game, and everybody's trying to get one. And then they sold it.
You pre-order it, can't you? You get the Iron Banner.
Yeah, the new one for Rise of Iron. Yeah. They have it coming out again in black, but they didn't bring it into year 2. So right now it's only a year 1 rocket launcher. But if you're doing patrols or some of the older stuff, it still works really well.
I want to organise a DZR raid night though on
Destiny. That'd be great.
So like every Thursday night or Tuesday night or something, where you've got like 3 or 4 people blind, and like 2 or 3 people who can help us, kind of shooting stuff at the back, laughing. Oh shit, we are. And just doing that. I want to plan that soon. But we got 7 weeks to do it until Survival comes out, or 1.4. So that's my plan, to get all that content done. Because it's good, and just listening to Barca freak out is great.
Yeah, I tell you what, there's nothing better than a gaming session listening to Barca eat crisps, or what he calls crisps, which are dried banana. Which for me isn't a crisp, but for Barca he's all over that. And if he can get 60 chicken wings delivered, he's all about it.
I thought it was 70.
Well, I don't know what it was, but it was too many. I don't know what he was doing. I think he just fills his mouth with them and sticks 2 up his nostrils, and then like, because his girlfriend just she just stabs him with food. I always think she's got like a little towel over her hand, and she comes over with a silver tray. Would you like to try some of these, sir? It's like that, like
a wafer thin mint.
Yeah. Would you like a wafer? Just a little wafer.
Who's that?
That's Barca. He's like, fuck off, I'm full. Hey,
Did he do that trip already over there to you guys?
He's on his way back now. This has become the Barca show, I think.
He's already back.
Did you guys get to link up?
No, he shied away from it.
He was too scared.
Surprised.
Yeah.
He wussed out. Oh man.
Yeah.
But he did go to Soho, went to a strip club, and spent a lot.
Did he? Did he?
I don't know, but I'm saying it.
Yeah. He ain't getting fed any food this week, is he?
Definitely not. But yeah, that's been my experience of Destiny this last 2 weeks. Just leveling up. I think I'm at light level 300 now. But you used to mention about getting your reputation up with your faction that you choose. But you look at the gear that faction sells, and it's all 280 light level.
No. You don't get that gear. Well, you get that gear, but so when you level up the faction, when you level them up, every time you ding a new level, they give you a faction package, and the item you receive from that package is that gear you look at, but at a light level higher than your current light level.
Ah, right, okay. I just looked at it and was like, well, it's 280.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not bothered.
Yeah, no, not the stuff you actually buy from them. Don't buy the stuff they're actually there. It's what they give you from their drop.
You just get it. Okay. It just appears.
So you use those reputation.
Like if you've got do events that increase rep or save up stuff that do what you do what you do.
Nobody likes to
get save your orbs or your motes of light and all that different stuff that you can pay them to give more rep, because every time you ding it, you get a piece of gear or a gun that's higher light level than your current. So when you go to them, make sure you have your highest light level gear stuff on.
Look at Pretzel. He's like the Duracell bunny tonight, and he's like, "Ooh, Destiny!"
Information. It just splurging.
Well, I mean, that was me for like a year and a half, so I was doing that.
Done well.
So Binary.
I mean, like, legitimately, Destiny was the only game I played from September 2014 until like a couple months before Division came out. That's all I played.
So what I mean, Binary said he's been tanning it. So I mean, what from what you've done so far, what's been your biggest sort of holy fuck moment?
Farsa got roofied in Soho.
Yeah, that's what he said. And he was only here for about 24 hours, and he spent $400.
Well, that's cheap for Soho. $400.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely didn't buy a blowjob then, did he?
No, he's been shitting dollar notes for the last fucking 2 hours.
That's it.
So I mean, what's from your experience, what's been like the biggest holy shit moment from like your last, how long have you been playing it now?
I mean,
like an experience where you've gone, holy shit, look at this is awesome.
Do you know what? It's almost so okay, King's Fall is definitely my old shit moment. That was a lot of fun, right? So I got Torn. So my first time into Taken King, everyone was like, Torn is pretty hard to do, so we hope you don't get it. And then I got it first round.
It's Torn.
I'm not going to spoil it.
The fuck's Torn?
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, don't you don't have to.
Random pick. No.
He rips his foreskin as he.
I think
The banjo's Torn.
Almost every boss fight for me. Every boss fight has been a wow moment because every boss is dramatic. Every boss has a different mechanic. So even like Prison of Elders, I'll go and matchmake for that just for shits and giggles for half an hour because every boss has a different mechanic. Everything. It's just so different. So different. You have to think and coordinate. And that's, I think, really why I enjoyed it so much.
Why am I playing Destiny then?
Hold on.
You have to think and coordinate.
No, only 5 people have to. The 6th guy can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Thank fuck for that.
But usually there's 2 of us.
Well, that's right. 4 can handle it too, usually.
Right? Every boss you do is big, right?
Yeah.
And it's drawn out and... it's just a fucking bullet sponge, and you have all these ads coming at you at the same time, and you pop the supers, and it's just fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's so good. And do you know what? Right, I was in Prison of Elders yesterday, and I got direct message from this guy, and he goes, "You fucking idiot." And I was like, what? I don't even know who this guy is. And basically, so the first time I did it, it was in one of these. In Prison of Elders, and it's like wave 2 or wave 3 where you have to go and basically shoot or defuse the bomb.
Yeah.
And basically, one was right behind me, and I had no fucking clue. Basically, it wiped out the round. So I get this message going, "You're a fucking idiot," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then he invites me to party chat, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry to message you that, but."
But we had to get it out.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's like, I'm sorry, I just picked the game up 2 days ago.
I've literally only been playing a week.
I remember one of the first missions in Division, where I was just like doing a pub group for one of the missions. Within about 3 minutes, one random kid went, "Why don't you just fucking die? Why don't you just go fucking kill yourself? Fucking prick." And it was because I'd left it. I put it on like normal or whatever it was. And he was like, "You don't even put it on fucking hard. You're a fucking moron. You go and kill yourself." I was like, "This is why I love multiplayer games."
Look at you now.
After that guy added me, and I think it transcends across both games. He's added me as a friend now, and I've added him back after talking party chat. And they're like, "Oh, we didn't realise you were new. Fuck, just if I'm online, invite me, and I'll help you run through whatever." Which is actually pretty cool, considering he basically called me a fucking idiot 5 minutes before.
I was going to say, you're still a fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, that was one thing that was pretty cool about the Destiny community, even from the beginning. Like, a lot of people There was obviously still your trolls and the people who just were hating all the time, but there was a lot of people who were down to like just teach people, show people the methods, and improve the community as a whole. And that was really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think gaming in general, because of the power of the internet, the power of apps that are available to us, like such as Discord, such as YouTube, such as Twitter. It's really, I think it's translating a lot into a lot of new games that we're getting out. That whole community feel and camaraderie that you're getting across any game that's coming out now. Right? I think it's I'm definitely going to research it a little bit more, but I think it is something that's becoming more prevalent. Is gaming is becoming more community based, right?
Yeah, definitely is.
10 years ago, right? If you're a hardcore gamer, you're a fucking geek, right? We're in the age where the geek has power, right? Thanks to technology.
I mean, look at us. We're all fucking cool as fuck, man. Look at us.
Oh yeah, look at me sat in the fucking garage.
You go back 20 years, we'd all be bullied at school, right? But like, you go to school now, and it's all about coding. It's all about games. It's all about what technology can you command, right?
Yeah.
It's incredible environment we're in now.
Yeah, I always laugh. Like, we still see the guys because it's quite a small community around here. You still see the guys who you go to school with, and all the cool kids that went to school. They're like, yeah, they're doing nothing, literally nothing with themselves. But people like me that like knuckled down and had a laugh at school, but still did the stuff, done quite well, and everyone's like that. So it's just in life, isn't it? Yeah. But still not a geek though.
Well, look at yourself.
Go and find yourself a mirror.
What do you want about?
You're still not a geek?
No.
Alright then.
No, he's got his Adidas classics. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Racist.
That just means he's old.
Old. Old. ULD. Old.
Yeah, fucking old.
Old. We're not all
Alright, should we do some quick fire questions?
Yeah, have you got any?
Oh, I do.
Susie 69.
No, Susie 69.
Susie 69. Was that a fake? I don't even remember whether that was a real person.
Of course it was.
She needs fluffing before she can get her questions out. She needs a bit of preparation.
Preparation age.
She's not as easy as Destiny.
Preparation age?
Not as easy.
We're not Salad fans here.
So what's everyone's longest gaming session? And I'm staying out of this one, so we all know the answer.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Years.
Years?
It might have been when that first Division patch dropped, and I played 2 days straight through the patch. The 3 hours for the download was the longest I stopped.
Well,
yeah, you've got a problem.
Yeah, that's not right.
You have a girlfriend.
Because it was a 3-day weekend, and I stayed up. Or actually, it was on leave. I was on vacation, and I had all the time in the world, so I just played Division for a lot.
But was that when you was on Discord 24/7 for about?
Yeah, that's when I was on Discord 24/7. Yeah.
And you was like, "Fucking hell, Pretzel's still on Discord. Do you sleep?" No. Right. Okay.
No, I don't sleep.
No, fair enough. I think that's only a normal 7-8 hour session, if that. Probably when the missus.
However, I did take food, and I don't think I ever turned it off, but I would grab food and take bathroom breaks. I don't know if Binary did that during his 24-hour session. I think he just weed in his pants and have food brought to him.
He had one of them bags.
No, I had a few fag breaks where I pissed in the corner of the street.
Yeah, he's got a catheter fitted. It's all the rage for us old folk.
No, we're not going back to the waterbed again, are we?
Yeah.
Need waterbeds.
There's only you who's got a copy of that audio. The original one.
No. Tell you what, though, that 24 hours was hard fucking work.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
It was hard watching.
That's why I quite like doing that whole Meet the Streamer show. So.
It's really easier when you've got something fresh to play. If you had a game that just dropped a day or two ago and you hadn't it wasn't. There was almost no way it could be stale for you, even if you crushed it for a day. That's
Yeah,
really
but
the best way.
Yeah, but there's a certain point, like 14, 16 hours in, where it doesn't matter what you're playing, you just start wandering. And then you just start, you feel yourself deteriorating. I did an all-nighter, which was like, what, fucking, I mean, I went for a nap at 11 in the morning, and that was, that was enough.
Oh yeah, you and I crushed it a couple nights, and you would stay up real late and then get to sleep in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's not good. He's
What
got
is
that
that?
feedback. I don't know.
Oh, that was a jet. There's a jet flying by the house.
So you have jets and police sirens. Where do you live, like?
The fucking UFO.
Lives at Top Gun. Maverick playing the piano.
Yeah. Maverick and Goose do laps around here sometimes.
You know, the bird.
All right. So, what new games are we looking forward to?
Juice X.
Juice X.
Tell you what, I had a good juice before the show, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good man. You're married, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're into. I mean, I've never tried it. I wouldn't say no. Well, that killed it, didn't it?
Wait, I missed it. What was the punchline?
I thought we were just trying to run with Juice X.
Juice sex.
Juice X.
It's Deus Ex. motherfucker.
Yes, Deus Ex.
Is it Deus Ex?
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex.
Thought it was French.
Deus Ex.
I swear, it's the only English people that I've ever come across that called it Juice X.
I've never heard it called Juice X.
It's just me. It's just me.
It's him. Pablo's got his mind warped.
He's the other
Pablo.
side of the river, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from fucking Wigan. I mean, come on.
All these pies have corrupted me.
Have you played
Supposed-
Deus Ex? Has anyone played Deus Ex?
I played the original one for
Yeah.
about an hour and then gave up.
I played the last one and the one before that, but a little bit. But I haven't. I didn't even realize that the new one came out the other day until somebody was talking about it on the server.
Really? Have you not seen any of the trailers or anything? It's been quite.
I mean, I knew it was coming out.
Give it a
I just didn't. I didn't realize that the release date actually happened already.
Yeah, it was like 20.
Have you seen that?
Everyone's.
Have you,
It's getting battered on Steam though. 6 out of 10 rating.
Yeah.
have you seen that Bound?
Yeah, it's not
Bound.
bound.
Bound? Yeah, it's
what-
like a side-scroller platformer, and you've got to dance your way out of shit.
I watched Homeward Bound.
Gotta go for a piss. Man.
Yeah, man. Oh, I could have left his headset on, couldn't he?
Oh yeah, that would have been nice. Homeward Bound. Yeah.
Could have still talked to us. Now we're lost. Now what do we do?
No, don't know. Let's just.
Well-
Wait, let's see how long how long of a pull Elvin can take from his vape
Oh.
thing.
You want me to take a blast on this?
Try
Yeah.
it. Let's say
Hold on,
something
we gotta
stupid.
time it.
Say something stupid like, he touched me here.
He's still going.
It's gone blue.
He touched me here. It just got it really made me feel really weird.
That can only be healthy, can't it?
Oh yeah.
That's not doing any damage, is it?
That's not normal.
The irony is, look what it's called. I don't know if you can see that.
Is it Russian?
Heisenberg.
Zombie juice.
Oh, zombie juice.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
quite
I got
fitting,
Fuzzy
really.
Duck.
My God.
Fuzzy Duck's the best flavor.
Fuzzy Duck.
I was messing with Rebel Galaxy, that free game off of PSN. And it's not bad for one of the free games that they dropped. Oh, he's leaving again.
Yeah, well, I had Thingy's free this month, isn't it? Next month? What do you call it? Fuck, Ubi game. The second one's coming out. Blah, 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 blah. What's it called? Fuck's sake.
Dishonored?
No, where you have a watch and you're supposed to hack everything. Like a
Oh, Watch Dogs?
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, that's the next like.
Oh, is it?
Apparently, I saw an ad. I didn't read it, but I assume it's for all of us. Somebody's getting it next month. Watch Dogs.
Yeah, Watch Dogs is
Yeah.
for everybody.
It could be from all the comments they got when they released this month's free games. I don't know if you guys looked at the comments on like the YouTube. They showed the free games, and it was just like people were just like super mad.
It was shit, weren't it? It's like Tricky Towers, Rebel Galaxy, Yakuza 5, Retro, Atapan 3. It's just like...
Wow. Yeah, well, one thing Xbox is really good for is its free games with Xbox Gold. The free one this month is WWE 2K16.
Yeah.
That's good.
WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, they're putting the price up, aren't they? Are they putting the price up for PlayStation Plus over here? Because I've heard like they're adding $10 to it in US. Is that how it's going up as well?
I've not heard the UK one. We'll get it though. We'll have to. We're playing Destiny.
Yeah, totally.
Is it worth playing? Does it stop you having in-game functionality?
We can't play online.
Can you not? So they have followed what Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Totally.
Since the PS4 came out, it's been like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can have not have PS Plus, but you're gonna not be able to play some stuff. Some games don't have the extra stuff you need PS Plus for, but Destiny's definitely one of them where you do. If you don't have PS Plus, you can't do like any multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still use like Sky TV and stuff like that. I think if you just use it as like a media player or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, well, I was going to slightly say I'm going for a pee, but I'm just going to do it here. Going for a slash.
I thought you had a catheter.
Yeah, it's burst. What I mean, I'm going to go and get a new bag. I've got, and you'll hear the squidging. Well, I'm going to mute my mic, but you've got to mentally visualize, like me sort of going like this over, like.
It's just like a bag of milk.
Yeah.
A bag of milk. Oh man.
Oh dear.
Bag of milk. I remember that. Oh my gosh.
On Discord, we had the bag of milk, didn't we?
Oh
And then
yeah.
we had the lurker GIF, and then someone created it into a Splinter Cell lurker GIF.
I've had actually a small
Yeah, that was
bag of
gas.
chocolate milk before, but usually here in the U.S. we use a jug of milk, not a bag.
Bag of milk. Usually, it says.
Yeah. Or box. They come, a little box. But the bag is usually like a third world country kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
They use them all the time in Costa Coffee over here, in Starbucks.
You get bags of coffee in Starbucks?
No, a bag of milk.
Oh.
A bag of milk, and they just chop it and put that in the jug. Usually what they do.
Oh, I just drink my coffee black, so I don't know about that. I actually have to pee too.
You have to pee. Sorry, quick,
It's this toilet cast.
quick relief break.
It's a good job it's not live or anything.
What have you guys been up to lately, anyway, besides Destiny?
What, in real life or gaming?
I mean, whichever.
I've been making soup.
Ooh,
Soup, chili soup.
chili
It's-
soup.
Yeah, just a bit of cooking, innit? You
Do
don't
you
want any
call it
action.
chili soup there?
I don't even know what he's on about, to be honest. Well, he's from Wigan, so.
Because we just call chili chili here. Soup is different. Soup and chili are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could have a chili soup though.
Been sweet.
I guess you could have a chili soup, but that people would probably look at you funny. Like, why would you make a chili soup? Chili's
Well,
chili and soup is soup.
No, unless you're a
Yeah, but like
jalapeno
chilies.
chili.
You could put chilies in the soup.
Yeah, like a.
Oh,
Spicy
you're
tomato.
talking about like chili peppers?
yeah, we're just blowing your mind, aren't we? Ooh.
No, I mean they do that here sometimes, but when we talk about chili here, generally we're talking about a nice, hearty, thick meat and meat dish that uses red sauce and has maybe a couple vegetables in it with beans.
Yeah, kidney beans.
Kidney beans.
Yeah, or chili beans. A chili with chili in it. A chili stuffed with chili. How about that?
Oh.
You can tell it's getting bad because we've only got six viewers now.
Oh man.
Yeah, maybe it's getting about that time. I don't know.
He's doing the pickup stretch.
We did lose our good-looking lad.
That's all right.
All right.
No.